All right, so today I have in a watch from a brand that's kind of special to me. Back in the early days of the channel, the very first company to ever lend a watch in for a video was Boldr watches. They were just getting started at the time, and so was I, and it's been really cool to see how they've grown over the years. The watch that I have in from Boldr today is the Expedition 1. This is the White Sands version of the watch. Really good option for any outdoorsy members of the watch fam. This, by the way, came in from Aaron Dunlap, who's recently done a video on the watch, and I believe also Chris Marshall has done a video on this particular watch. So make sure to check out their channels if you haven't already. Links will be below, but let's get straight to it and take a look at the watch. All right. Now, I do have one favor to ask of you guys before we get into the watch. I just recently bought a new camera. This is the first video using this camera. My old one, the audio input, something was going wrong with it. I'll probably end up getting it fixed and use that camera as a backup camera later on, but I just would like some feedback on the audio in this video. Am I a little too loud, a little too quiet? That would be hugely appreciated. There's a bit of a learning curve getting the new camera here, but Boldr has come out with three new limited edition versions of the Expedition 1. There's the black version, kind of a tan colored version, and then this off-white version they call the White Sands. It's named after the White Sands National Park in New Mexico. All are actually named after deserts, and all three limited to 300 pieces. The watches come out in this pelican style case, and there's also a bracelet available at an extra cost, and I'll get to the pricing on that and the watches here soon. First impression when I got this in hand was it just felt very sturdy, which I guess I could say for pretty well any Boldr watches I've gotten hands on with. The watch is almost completely bead blasted, 316L stainless steel. I'm not sure why, but they polished the bottom crown here. It's a bit of a nitpick, but I would have liked to have seen that bead blasted like the other crown and the rest of the case. Not a major big deal though. Nice looking case design, and we've got a screw down case back. If you look closely, there's a topographic map printed on the underside of the crystal. It's a bit obscured with the print work, but the movement is the Sellita SW200, which is hacking and hand winding and with a power reserve of approximately 38 hours. One cool feature of the watch is the dual purpose inner bezel, and I'll just unscrew the crown here. Both crowns, by the way, are screw down crowns. The bezel is both a compass bezel as well as a timing bezel. The printed markers are a little on the small side, but I've been finding it not so bad to read. Could be better, but it's definitely usable. As far as action goes, there's the right amount of resistance where it turns smoothly and easily, but not too easily. The dial is an off-white creamy color, and I like how they did the hour markings alternating between the 12 and 24 hours at every other hour. We've got syringe-style hands with that orange accent on the second hand. Over at the 4 o'clock is the date, and overall it's a well laid out dial and looks good the way it's framed with the contrasting black bezel. The dial is fully loomed with BGW9 and the hands with Superluminova Old Radium. It's not a torch or anything, but it's pretty decent and does the trick for telling the time in low light. The strap is a fabric strap. I'm not big on these style of straps with the riveted holes like this, but that's more of a personal preference, and these will go great on lots of other strap options anyway. It is a good quality strap, though. It is backed with leather. We've got solid hardware, and I'm going to test out the autofocus on the new camera. Works pretty good. The hardware is solid and signed with the Boldr logo. Size on the watch comes in at a case width of right at 41 millimeters. The lug to lug is 48.1 millimeters. Lug opening is 20 millimeters, and the thickness is 14.1 millimeters, including the domed sapphire crystal, which is treated with an anti reflective coating. And the water resist on the watch is 200 meters. So very solid spec sheet here. And here it is on my 7.25 inch wrist. It wears well, although with the stock strap, the holes are spaced out quite a bit and it's either a little too tight or a little bit loose. Again, though, this will go great on many different strap options. For an extra $139, there's also the option to get this bracelet, which I think would look very good on the watch too. Cost as is on the strap is $6.99 USD, and I'll leave a link below to where you can find them. Thanks to Boldr for lending this in. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.